Hello again, dear. How are you? Are you fine? Very good. I hope you take the interest of this lesson. And today we are gonna study page 12. Okay? It is our third session. There is also a passage for reading. Okay? Before reading, you have to know the meaning and also the pronunciation of these words. Okay, look, by this way you can memorize the words very well. Don't memorize individual words, okay? Try to read them in a passage, and then it may be in your memory, but you cannot memorize them individually. The first word is private, okay? Private. For example, private school. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Okay? For example, internet is a new phenomenon. Ministry. Ministry of Education, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of, for example, Interior Affairs. Law, okay? Law faculty. Regulations. And formulate. Okay? If you have trouble pronouncing this word, please repeat after me. Formulate, provide, guideline. Okay? Guideline, not guideline or something else. Competition. This one is owner. I'm the owner of this book. And facilities. Okay? For example, this school has a lot of facilities. Reputation. How? Reputation. Okay? For example, don't lie. It hurts or damages your reputation. Become. I want to become, for example, a professor. Popular. For example, Cristiano Ronaldo is a popular person. Establish. We established this school 20 years ago, for example. Calculate, okay? You have to calculate your expenses. Expenditure, okay? Masraf. Okay? This is an expenditure what? Book or notebook. Issue. How do you pronounce issue? Issue means sadir kardan. Here. Curriculum. Okay? We have to work on our curriculum. Progressive. For example, instead of continuous tense, you can say what? Progressive tense. Or our work is in progressive. Agreement. For example, agreement between Taliban and the government. Attend. Okay? You have to attend the class. Regularly. Practice speaking English regularly. So far, ta hanuz, okay? So far. Pools are closed so far. Take interest. Manfaat burdan. Okay? For example, take the interest of online teaching. Graduate. I plan to graduate next year. Annual salana meeting. Okay? So we hold an annual meeting on, for example, October 1st. Grateful. I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to you. Well, okay? They are the words that you may encounter during studying this passage. Now come to page 12. There is a passage. Okay, I read it fast and try to listen it carefully and focus on correct pronunciation. Read the following passage about Hikmat's private school silently. Okay, but here, because I worry about your pronunciation, I have to read it. You have to listen it carefully. Now, Hikmat's private school. Hikmat's private school. مکتب خصوصی حکمت. Private school education is a new phenomenon. As I told you, new phenomenon, پدیده جدید. In our country, the Ministry of Education formulated laws and regulation. Ministry, I told you, وزارت. Okay? The Ministry of Education, وزارت تحصیلات. The Ministry of Education formulated law and regulation to provide guidelines for private school. تنظیم میکنه. Okay? Formulate سازماندهی کردن، تنظیم کردن. Regulation to provide guideline ختمش راهنما دستورالعمل for private schools. As there is fairly good competition, رقابت, good competition among private schools, the owner of these schools provided more facilities to students. امکانات بیشتر برای شاگردان ارائه میکنه. Some of them, بعضی آنها, have worked hard to get good reputation. To get good reputation. Get good reputation means اعتبار یا حیثیت خوب برخوردار شدن. به دست آوردن. Get reputation اعتبار به دست آوردن. Yeah. Some of them have worked hard. بعضی آنها تلاش کردن که اعتبار خوبی به دست میارن. And become more popular among people. Become شدن و شود چه مشهور شود. And become more popular among people. Among means در میان. Okay, here is a point. Look, the difference between among and between. Between is like this. For example, here is 2, 3 things. This is called between. Okay? But if you write something like this, for more than 2 things, we use what? Among. Okay? Among is used for more than 2 or 3 things. But between is used between in the middle of 2 things. Okay. My friend Hikmat also established تأسیس کرد a private school in the city. Before establishing a school, he calculated, او محاسبه کرد all the expenditure carefully. تمام مصارفش را با دقت. Now the school has been built and it has powerful building. Its classrooms are built very spacious. Spacious means فراخ. بزرگ, وسیع. Like this. Okay? Its classrooms are built very spacious. And there is a big library for a student. As the school was established according to the private school regulation, according to means مطابق به. As the school was, as آنجایی که the school was established, مکتب تأسیس شده, according to the private school regulation, مطابق مقررات مکاتب خصوصی, the Ministry of Education issued, وزارت معارف صادر کرد, صادر کرد a license, اعتبار, license, okay, for Hikmat. The curriculum of the school is progressive. Okay? The curriculum means نصاب تعلیمی یا نصاب درسی. School is progressive. And the ministry is in agreement with it. In agreement, در توافق, در موافقت بودن. موافق است با او. While the teachers of the school work hard and attend their class regularly, there are a lot of students taking interest in the school. So far, the school graduated a lot of students. Last week, there was great annual meeting. سال گذشته یک جلسه سالانه بزرگ بود in Hikmat's school. The people of the area are grateful to Hikmat. Okay, read this passage carefully, okay, and deeply. Try to summarize it and speak with yourself just for speaking well. And then turn the page, come to this part. This part is your homework. Don't forget, this one is your homework, page 13. Okay? There are about 16 questions. Okay? You have to answer these questions according to this passage. Okay? First, read the passage and try to understand it well. And then come to this page and solve the problems or answer these questions. Here also we have some other questions. You can answer this as well. For example, read the following sentences. Make questions to ask for missing information. The first one is an example. All the cities of Afghanistan have. What all the cities of Afghanistan have? Okay? You can answer. For example, is smoking affects? Okay? What does smoking affect on? What does smoking affect? Affect means تاثیر گذاشتن. Okay? For example, smoking affects on our lung. Okay? On our breathing. These 2 pages are your homework. Please do it and hand it to me. And now come to this part. Here is another, it is unit 2 and conservation. Okay? So, conservation means حفاظت از محیط زیست. So, discuss about conservation with your teachers and your classmates. They try to answer the following question. Look properly. Properly means به درستی, correctly. What does conservation mean? Okay? To take care of the environment. Conservation means to take care of the environment. And is conservation more important nowadays than it used to be? Yes, of course. And you have to discuss this one. Okay? Can you think of any animals or plants which are endangered? Endangered means در معرض خطر بودن. Okay? So, look, there are some pictures in they are the environment or the plants that we should take care of them. And then turn the page here, conservation practice. Look, practice the conversation at column A below. Look, here is a kind of conversation or dialogue. A policeman and a warden. You know the reason of dying these animals? Dying, فوت, مرگ. How did they die? So, yes, they were killed by poachers. Okay? Hunter, we had 2 things. Hunter and poacher. Hunter means it is legal. Mostly it is legal. But poacher is one illegal. Illegal. Okay? So, yeah. The second one, poachers? Yes, men who hunt without permission. Look, here is the meaning of poacher. Men who hunt شکار میکنن without permission, بدون اجازه. You saw some men driving away to run away by the car, okay? To escape by the car. So, driving away as policemen arrived means رسید. Didn't you? Yes, I did. Here, look. For example, this one is car crash, drive on a child, okay, someone under 17 some children, okay, which ones? Sent fax, buy fax, okay, later arrive. This one is nothing, just read the conversation, and then next day we will talk about past perfect passive voice, okay? Before going to this part, you have to study past perfect active voice, or else you will not learn the past perfect passive voice, okay? Have a good time.